Alright, then we should be live. This time, no tournaments, nothing like that. Just a good old cheesy stream, but starting off with the Autumn of Agony Heimdall fight. I have not even tried this fight yet. I know there's gonna be a root on his heavy attack, and that's about it. The rest of it, can't remember. Haven't really taken a look at it yet, haven't checked the objectives or anything, so we're gonna get this done first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do some GC, hopefully trying to cement my spot in C5. If not, then I guess we'll have to stream another time before the season ends. But to start off with, I'm just hopping straight to the Heimdall. Ausar, Rantis, Slinger, Brian, Russell Ghoul, great to see you, Vanner as well being the first, Ducky Boy, Jason. No, Jason, I did not send in a ticket for switching my Thanos for a Kang. Mainly because I much prefer Thanos over Kang. Get ready, Finn, you might rage after he throws 3 heavies in a row. I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay, so She-Hulk, I'm probably gonna start with that first to try to kind of learn the fight as I go. I do have her as a 7-star rank 2 already. I do not have a relic on her, but that's probably fine. Hey Aldo, and Happy New Year to everyone here as well. My kill, good to see you. Alright, so what does this guy do? Okay, so no neutralizer or any of that. Assault battery, that's the weird one that this guy has. Basically, I gotta knock him down with a special attack to deal damage, I believe. Brace is unstoppable, okay. Interrupting the heavy with heavy hitters, so after the first hit, I should be able to land a hit. Matador for power. Entire likelihood of triggering the auto block. That's fun. Hey Lambarder, great to see you as well. The easiest AoA boss. We'll see. Oh yeah, I am running Recon at the moment too. Should probably not do that. Okay, forgot for a moment what I was trying to do there. Okay, first down, decent amount of damage. Also, if you might not be aware, basically, that's gonna be resisted. Basically the way Heimdall's heavy bias works is if he has non-permanent personal buffs active, this is gonna get resisted as well, he gains very high heavy bias. So basically, every single time you hit him, he gains his charges, and whenever he reaches 100, he gains a buff. That buff is not gonna be permanent to start off with, his heavy attack converts it into a permanent buff. So while he has any of those non-permanent buffs, that is when he's gonna be spamming those random heavies. While he doesn't have them, he's just a normal defender. So knowing when he's gonna be throwing the random heavies, there I held my block, so that's why that happened. But yeah, knowing when he's gonna be spamming these heavies, okay, can't punish between the second and third hit. Just is gonna make the fight a whole lot easier to deal with. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna do a perfect job at it to start off with. These are the first couple attempts I've had against this guy, so it's gonna take a bit to get used to it. Your voice sounds different. Yeah, I have a proper mic now, I'm not using a headset mic. So, that is probably why. Okay, so I'm gonna bait a heavy first, or at least try to. See how he's not throwing it immediately. Now then, when I hit him once more... There we go, random heavy on the other side of the field, basically. That's basically what I'm talking about. I can't do this because of the brace. I gotta keep an eye on that. A heavy attack, there we go. Too early on the decks. I'm hoping I'm making a, or giving a great example of how or why this guy works the way he does, even though I'm sucking at the game and not being able to actually fight the guy properly. Hopefully this helps anyone who may not have done this fight just yet. Okay, there's gonna be a heavy coming, there we go. Now the special. Heavy attack. I still can't dex it even though I know it's coming. There's gonna be an auto block here. Nope. I lucked out, I guess. Can't do it between the second and third. Okay, it's gonna take a couple attempts, but I'm getting better at it. Heavy attack incoming. There we go. Couldn't reach. Second one immediately, okay. Noted. I can probably punish the last hit and then still dash out in time. Might need to try that one. What mic did Santa bring you? I don't remember the name of it, but it was actually from my little sister, so it was very nice of her. That's a very nice light intercept by him. Okay, why does She-Hulks have short arms? I can't reach with those light attacks. You can punish the last hit? Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, I'm sure you're meant to hit between the first and the second, but with the reach that the She-Hulk has on that light, that's not happening. You throw the heavy. Maybe I can save for a special too. Right, he bypasses Dex with that. He's gonna resist this. I'm not gonna have time for that, so I'm gonna wait for another heavy. Okay. Starting to get the hang of this a little bit. I say that, but I'm probably gonna still mess this up. Also, one other thing to note about this fight is whenever he gets the true strike to bypass your dexterity, you can still dodge his attacks, except the special 2 projectile. Contact hits can be avoided without the dexterity mastery, even if you're rooted, even if you're cornered. Doesn't make a difference, you can still get out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna get the heavy out of the way now. Got the second one because he had 2 buffs. There's a special 3 count as a knockdown here. I might switch to that. There's gonna be a heavy. It's gonna be a second one. Now he's gonna throw a special. Heavy attack. Let's see, does the special 3 count? I think it did. Gonna be a heavy, this one's gonna be... Okay, never mind, I can dex it. Random heavy immediately, nope. There we go. Throw a second one for me. Okay, now he doesn't have any non-permanent buffs, so the heavy bias is not there. We're gonna die to recoil before the fight is over. No heavy bias, there we go. Yeah, I have to switch to the special 3s, otherwise I'm dying to recoil. Ah, crap. So, Seething one-shot this fight with Hitmonkey. I'm sure anyone can one-shot this fight. It is a fairly skill-based one. Also, quick question. How does She-Hulk work? The Deathless one? I haven't really played her before this, so I'm not really sure what to do to get the most out of her. Am I supposed to be spamming a certain special, or... Special 3 spam. I mean, for this fight, yeah, that's probably fine. Right, I didn't get the true strike off, so now he's bypassing my dex. Am I gonna be rooted permanently now? There used to be a bug like that, I hope not. Okay, good. Okay, heavy attack here. Red sounds simple enough, and thank you for the super chat as well. I am gonna need him to throw those specials to refresh them though. I keep trying to get it after the second hit. So the reason why I'm punishing the special one with heavies is because he can't auto-block that. I'm doing that to get rid of the true strike, so when he does throw the heavies, like so, I won't get punished for it. You know, this would have been a whole lot faster if I've just done this from the beginning. Alright, one more special one. There we go. Okay, it's not too bad. Took a while, but it was a solo. Now then, who else? A Mystic and 2020. Let's do that. Right. Is there any reason why I shouldn't use Mojo for this? I don't think there is. Pin check last if possible. Will do. Don't you think the normal She-Hulk would have been far better than Deathless if she 12-second Fury duration instead of 8 seconds? Unstoppable and Evade are a lot more terrible than Miss. I mean, I'm sure they both have their uses. I mean, since now we have both, you can just bring both to most things, or bring one whenever you need a miss counter and bring the other when you need an unstoppable or an evade counter. Overall, I don't really see a downside in a Deathless She-Hulk. Also, thinking about it now, I don't think this guy can actually auto-block intercepts. If that is the case... Ooh, that was a big chunk of damage. If that is the case, this just got a whole lot easier. Okay, he can. All champs can't. Iron Man Infinity War, I think, can't do it, and MCOC can't. Oh, I lost my ramp up because of that. Apparently for Mojo's prompt you have to land a dexterity, not a dodge, so that's misleading. Honestly, if the description calls it a dodge instead of a dex in here, then I'm gonna be reporting that as a bug. Use dexterity to avoid a hit, okay. Not a bug, it is intended. Okay, throw that heavy attack. You have your bias, do it. Right, that could have ended badly. Worth it. With one more. They should do a big chunk of damage. Let's see. Yeah, Dragon Special 1 is so simple. Yeah, with the slow, this one should be very easy. Oh, I didn't got the prompt there for some reason. Also failed my theory there, I think. That's fine, one more special and we are good to go. And there we go. Will you broadcast Kabam stream? Ah, right, that's today. Crap. Unfortunately, no. My streaming setup, I don't know how to do that. I've never looked into it, so I could watch it on my phone, I guess, and stream that, but I don't know, basically every other bigger YouTuber is doing that, so probably not. 1 hour and 20 minutes, right. Thanks for the reminder though. I'm gonna be ending my stream before then though, because I need to be watching it myself. Or I want to be. I wanna be watching. Alright. Kinda wanna use Vox here, but any suggestions for this? I could go Thanos. That is what I was thinking about. Should I? It's 18 minutes. Are you sure? God damn it. I chose a horrible time for this stream then. Maybe I'll try to close this one out after the GC fights and then stream BGs later today. That might be better. You know, this damage is pretty sad. Like, looking at the battery right now, 38. Barely doing anything here. Thank you, love you too. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, considering the stream is, well, almost here, I gotta finish this out quicker. So, someone said beta reveal is the fastest, so I'll do that. I don't know how to play this guy properly, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to figure it out as I go. Maestro cooks. Yeah, I'm sure basically all of the... Well, any champion here can work, unless you are stupid like I am. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick restart. Using recalls here, not a great idea, but I had them on for arena. Spam heavy. Right, he gains the grit buff, doesn't he? Right, okay. I can probably go to a special... Well, now it doesn't work, I mistimed it. Right. I can probably time a good special 2 doing that and then for a special 1. Okay, now. Rep. Mistimed it with the shocks, I think. Yep. Still a decent amount, but not as good as it could have been. Nah, it's just barely. It's fine. One more special 1 and he's dead. Alright, well, I'm gonna do a quick restart then. Yeah, this one's fine. If you don't suck at the game, this one's fine. Jinxed it, I know. I shouldn't say anything when I play this game. I always mess up because of it. Too close, am I? Nope. Now I am. Okay, medium in first to get the shocks going. I'm still too close. As you can see, I'm not a beta reveal player either, so I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Do I even need the heavy before the special? I don't think I do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, he's dead. What's the fastest anyone's beaten this guy? You do arena? Yep, I grind arena quite a bit. And yes, I do have a new mic. Yeah, just looking at this, I think Beta Reveal might have a chance at being the fastest kill on that guy. I'd have to try other champs, but that's very fast. Okay, skill and Merc. Got it. Should be simple enough. 53 seconds with Deadpool. That also makes sense. Rank 3 Hit Monkey with recoil 30 seconds. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, Hit Monkey now is a 7-star. He's probably gonna be taking quite a few records. Use the heavy, not now. God damn it. Fake me out like that. I know it's coming, but then he doesn't immediately throw with a nice screw up by being too scared of it. Oh yeah, this will be fast. It will be fast if I do it right. Okay, heavy bias. Thank you. Too close. Yep. I don't think anyone ever fights Heimdall anywhere really. So yeah, getting the spacing for the heavy punishes. I'm probably not the only one struggling with that, but it's also not needed to take the fight down. So I should probably stop that. I say that, but I'm not going to. Heavy bias. There we go. Heavy bias. Yep. Knew it. Too early on it. Give it a couple attempts. It'll be fine. Spam SP1. Yeah, that's probably the better way to go here. I was planning going for a special 2 into block and then special ones to get in the damage, but that kind of makes sense too. Heavy bias. Special one. Heavy bias. Special one. Heavy bias. Mistimed that a little bit. Special one, blocking the damage. Heavy bias. Save now, special one. Okay, let's get one more heavy. Here we go. Now the special one. I'm gonna have a heavy bias, but I'm too far away. Special one. That is mean. That is straight up mean. You follow up my special 2 with a heavy. I know it's a very potent heavy bias, but really? For the people who weren't here at the start of the stream, the way Heimdall's heavy bias works is if he has one of his non-permanent buffs, he has a very, very strong heavy bias, but when he doesn't have any of his non-permanent buffs, the heavy bias goes away. So that's why I'm able to figure out when he's gonna be trigger happy with the heavies and when he's not. You see the passive armor up charges below his health bar. As soon as he gains one actual buff, now he has the heavy bias. Now that it's a permanent buff after he used the heavy, now he doesn't have the heavy bias anymore, so he does something else. Now he has the armor up and the precision, so he's gonna have the heavy bias here. Second one basically immediately. There we go. And now the heavy bias is gone again. I hit him to trigger another armor up, so he immediately threw the heavy, and now the heavy bias is gone once again. Now the heavy bias is gone, I can go for a special intercept. He's not gonna interrupt it with a heavy. There it is back again, because he has an armor buff that's not permanent. Now with the precision and the armor buff, again, if I bait a heavy, he is gonna throw it. Let's try it again. Okay. Again, heavy bias is just a bias, it's not a guarantee. But knowing that he's more likely to use the heavy, it is helpful when trying to fight against him. It just doesn't guarantee anything, so don't get the wrong idea on that. Okay, so I can't use the heavy or the special doing the block, he's gonna punish that way, unless I'm far away. So while he's cornered, don't do that. Got it. RB, I don't know this about every character, but I have fought this guy many times in the past to kind of figure out how he works. He's not the only one who has biases like this. Dr. Doom, for example, if you have a shock effect on you, he is more likely to use a heavy attack to stun you. I'm sure that's something a lot of people know, since fighting Doom is something most of us have been forced to do over the years. A lot, so... yeah. Okay, heavy attack, there we go. Doesn't have a buff now, so I can do that. Now heavy bias, there we go. Striker intercept so he can't even try to throw a heavy. Special one and he's dead. There we go. I think that's all of them. Now there is one thing I kinda wanna try out. I will be opening a Titan and 2 7-stars as well, by the way, so don't disappear yet. I'm just curious. He is broken currently. You root, not root, an auto block and unstoppable happening at the same time breaks the opponent's AI. So what I can do here now I bait a heavy. Okay, he didn't trigger the auto block. Gotta try that again. Okay. There we go. So basically what I can do here is just wait. The battery is gonna keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher until eventually you can continue the fight whenever you choose so. Get rid of the brace node by baiting another heavy and then go for a simple knockdown to close out the fight. So like if you have a mini account or anything with like a 3-star Omega Red, this is something you can do. Now I'm not saying you should do, because you are abusing a bug in doing so. But just saying that it is possible. I hated this bug, caught me off guard. Yeah, but you know the trick is whenever you find a bug like this, if you just use your imagination a little bit, it might have some uses. So yeah. Now, I'm not gonna sit here to do the whole fight like this. I'm gonna get rid of the bug right now, or at least try to, if he's gonna let me. So you're gonna knock down for the damage. You can do that. And anyways, since we've got all the points now, we can quit out of this one. Let's do a quick crystal opening before the Kabam stream starts, and then I'm ending this stream. I will be streaming BGs later today then. I've got 2 of these and a Titan. Any guesses in the chat? Go ahead. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna get absolutely shafted. As usual. And no Wolf, I'm not streaming Kabam stream because I don't know how. That's not something I've ever figured out how to do on OBS. So I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be watching the stream myself. And then I also gotta visit my sister today for a bit. And then when I'm back, I'll be streaming some BGs. Because that was the plan now after the Heimdall. But yeah, I forgot about the Kabam stuff. It's pretty good. It's a new champion, I can't be mad at that. 80 raid, we can also do that. If we have any more in chat who can post a link, that would be great. But let's spin this one open before we do that. Come on, Rintra Awakening, one of my rank 3s, like Scream, check. It's a new champion, I will take it. But it's not my first choice. It's the first time pull, so it's fine. It's okay. Right. Alright, well, with that I'm gonna be ending the stream here. I will be watching the Kabam stream, then in a couple hours I will be back to stream some BGs. Sorry about the clickbait title, I guess. I forgot that Kabam was streaming today, so yeah, that's on me. Anyways, go say hi to KT1 in chat, and I'll probably see you there at some point soon-ish. Just gonna close this one out here. So thank you everyone for being here, thank you for the super chats and the donations for those who send those over. I'll see you soon-ish. Sometime today.